also make sure this gets reset to be correct. I almost typed in Golfy. Change it from
Yeah. Golf.
Yes, that's... We're totally playing Golfy. It's not like there's Danganronpa music in the background entirely because we're playing Danganronpa.
Crazy. I would never.
Yeah.
I'm gonna go share this on my Twitter.
Oh. There we go. Don't need to be seen double of myself.
I need like 5 more of you on your screen.
I mean, yesterday I used my reactive because my clan was being stupid and we went as the penguins of Madagascar. So, and I still had that up. I had switched it, the reactive over, I just didn't get rid of it on stream. There we go.
So are we officially in the trial, or are we still heading there? Because I left a little bit before.
Yeah, so we're in the pre-trial prep. So we're officially there.
Let's begin with a basic explanation of the class trial. So, your votes will determine the results. If you can figure out who done it, then only they will receive punishment. But if you pick the wrong one, then I'll punish everyone besides the blackened, and the one that deceived everyone else will graduate.
And the killer really is one of us, right?
Of course.
Okay then. Everyone, close your eyes. And whoever did it, raise your hand.
Don't be a goddamn idiot. Why the hell would they raise their hand?
Before we move on and start the trial, can I ask a question real quick? What's going on with those pictures?
I'd feel awful if they got left out just because they died. Friendship penetrates even death's barrier. Friendship penetrates...
Of course he would.
Stop. Go get help.
Yeah, exactly. Like, I want to punch him, but I want to punch Pikachu even harder.
But Pikachu, I heard, is a good boy. He's just a stupid boy.
Yeah, because he doesn't do anything illegal. Totally not.
Okay, but what about that other empty seat? There were only 15 of us to begin with, so why are there 16 seats?
Oh, no reason. It's just that our little courtroom here can technically fit up to 16 people. Okay, that about does it for the preamble. Get ready to get started. First up is the case summary. Now, let the class trial begin.
Oh! It's about to begin. Debate to decide who we think the killer is. Anything I found, anything I noticed, have to be ready to speak about everything. Yeah, because if we get it wrong, they always pin it on you. This isn't just about me. Everyone's lives are on the line. Yes, because it's been a while. As things progress during each class trial, you engage. Yes, totally. Will receive a number of non-stop debates. Oh. During these discussions, characters will speak one after another without pause. It's up to you to unearth any lies or contradictions buried within your statements. This means that you'll have to use your truth bullets to refute what they say. The truth bullets you found in the discussion each cylinder.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder.
Yeah, we know you think that.
In the bathroom. So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Yeah. It's off level, it's just said. Because if Sayaka hadn't resisted at all, there's no explanation for what happened to her. It's supposed to be like a sidebar, unable to spot some contradictions, the argument in a group statement, simply to tell it. You have to notice. Yeah. There's a pull in a person's saying possible leads. Sweet spots for always accurate section of steam. These bolts are sweet spots, sealant, fire, bullet, action.
I assert that the one who was murdered was Miss Sayaka Maizono.
Yeah, we know that part already.
And the murder took place in Makoto's room.
In the bathroom.
Your story, bro.
So it seems most likely that the killer must have taken her by surprise while she was in the bathroom. She didn't even have a chance to resist.
Pew, pew, pew.
Just a second, Chihiro. Try to remember how my room looked. With the way things had been damaged, I think we can definitely assume there was a struggle.
A struggle? Between who and who?
Between Sayaka and the killer, of course.
So you're saying Sayaka wasn't caught by surprise in the bathroom? She must have been attacked in the main room first. Then she ran to the bathroom to
I'm glad they're all doing the lines this time.
Yeah.
The killer followed her in, and that's where they finished the job.
I love how surprised Klingon looks. It's like, what the
He's
fuck?
like, what?
That much should have been obvious after taking one look at the scene. It shouldn't even need explaining.
Sorry.
Okay, so what's next?
Next is the subject of the murder weapon.
Wow, this is starting to sound like a real trial.
Because it is, dumbass.
No, no, no. It's all fake. It's like one of the movies.
I mean, yeah, it's definitely different to an IRL trial, but it's still a real trial.
No, 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 no.
We need to determine what was used to kill Sayaka.
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind of sharp object thrust into her stomach. Without a doubt, that is the murder weapon.
So the killer used some random knife they had on him. How could anyone do something like that? That son of a bitch!
So what was used to kill her?
There was some kind
I was. Just stab them with my hand.
So the
I
killer
have threatened to
used some
stab people with a
random knife
fist
they had
before.
on him.
No, it's wrong.
I mean, yeah, if you do something fast enough, even a blunt object can.
No. I do think it was a knife, but not just any knife. I'm almost positive it was a kitchen knife.
Huh? A kitchen knife?
After the murder, we discovered that one of the knives from the kitchen was missing.
Which means that knife must be the murder weapon.
Oh, yeah. I guess that makes sense. You could sort of see the weapon sticking out of her stomach.
But sorta?
Just sorta, maybe.
Yeah, just sorta. Okay.
Just a smidgen.
Yeah,
I
just a
could totally see
smidgen.
that being a kitchen knife.
Okay, so the murder weapon was a kitchen knife, but where does that get us? I mean, we all know Makoto killed her, right?
You're very, pointed, aren't you?
Yeah, exactly. You're
Aren't
very.
you, friend?
Hmm. It's almost like you got
Accusatory.
yeah, it's almost like you got something to hide, huh, Leon?
That's right. Makoto's room was the scene of the crime. What more proof do you need?
Hold on a second.
Let's draw our conclusions after we presented our arguments. Otherwise, what's the point of the trial?
Well, we can talk all we want. It's not going to change that conclusion.
I don't think that's true at all. I'm sure if we keep at it, something new will reveal itself.
You really believe that?
She's right. There's gotta be a breakthrough somewhere, just waiting for us to find it. Because I know damn well I'm not the killer.
Do you? Are you sure?
So I guess there's no question that the kitchen knife was the murder weapon. But where does that get us?
Makoto must have taken it from the kitchen, right? He did it in secret. Nobody was in the...
No, that's wrong. Okay, wait. Hold on. I didn't take the knife from the kitchen.
Next, you're gonna say you're not the killer, right? Go ahead.
Crazily enough.
And say it all you want.
Well, what if I have a witness? What do you think, Hina?
Huh?
Remember what you were telling me earlier?
One of the few non-voice lines. Okay.
Of course. I was like, I was looking at my tea.
Well, I went to get some tea from the kitchen last night, and all the knives were still there. But when I finished my tea, I went back into the kitchen to wash my glass. One of the knives was gone.
So you're saying the knife disappeared while you were drinking your tea in the dining room?
Yeah.
Just to be perfectly clear, the knife disappeared while you were in the dining hall, correct?
Yeah, I think we just said that like 2 seconds ago. But
And at
thank
any
you.
point while you were there, did you ever see me come into the dining hall?
No, I don't think so.
You don't think so?
No, he definitely wasn't there.
The knife disappeared while Hina was in the dining hall, but I wasn't there the entire time. In other words, there's no way I could have taken the knife.
Okay, then what about this? What if the idiot swimmer girl and Makoto are in on it together and lying to protect each other?
Idiot swimmer girl? Oh, and more importantly, why would I get involved in something like that?
Speaking of which,
True
I'd
that.
like to ask the bear, if there is an accomplice, do they also become blackened?
So you ask, and so I shall answer. Each murder is allowed to have an accomplice, but only the one who does the killing will get to graduate.
So in other words, two people can work together, but one of them has no chance of profiting from it.
Then there's no way anyone would work together, right?
But what if they did work
Oh,
together?
about
and
that.
They just didn't know about the rules.
Good grief! Enough already. No, okay? There are no accomplices in this case. Oops. Did I say that out loud?
Anyway, I didn't go to the dining hall, and I didn't take the knife. So I'm not the killer.
Okay, so then, who did take the knife?
Hina seems the obvious candidate. After all, she just said she was in the dining hall.
No, no way! I swear
That'd be
it
way
wasn't
too like suspicious if she just admitted to that.
Yeah, exactly.
Sure, but can you
None of
or
them think
anyone else
actually
prove
logically.
Exactly. Like the ones who do think logically don't say shit.
Mm-hmm. Until later.
Exactly.
That's
Yeah,
right.
Sakura!
Sakura was with me the entire time I was drinking my tea.
And you just forgot that very important detail.
About your good friend being there.
Exactly.
I hate to have to ask, but just to be sure, Sakura's...
Me.
Right.
Right. He's like, please don't sit on me.
But then, couldn't either one of them have grabbed the knife?
Actually, no. Because
I'm too short.
Just spit it out already.
I stayed in Hina's room last night.
I got so scared thanks to those creepy videos. I wasn't really thinking, I just asked her to stay over. Which means we have airtight alibis.
Please tell me that you're gonna be like, that's a girl?
Doesn't that violate one of the school regulations?
We're not allowed to sleep anywhere but the dorms, but it doesn't say we have to stay in our assigned room. So, I don't think that's a problem.
It is a problem. A boy and a girl spending the night
there we go.
together? It's
Oh my god.
unwholesome.
It was two girls, dumbass.
That's another case solved.
I'm a girl.
You are? Oh my gosh, I'm so sorry.
You should be sorry.
Yeah.
That's the most offensive thing you've done today.
Then what other possibility is there?
Actually, there is one other possibility. Right, Hina?
Oh, yeah, that's true. One other person did come to the dining hall while we were there.
Another very important detail you failed to neglect.
Yeah, they magically all forgot.
Yeah. So not only... I guess that's where their logic goes. Along with their memory.
They're like, oh yeah, I forgot to mention that I did see a person, a real human being.
Yeah.
You know, the very important, could break the case situation.
Exactly. It's like, so you have amnesia and no brain cells. Gotcha.
I mean, you know where all of her brain cells went, into that hair.
Why didn't you say so in the first place?
Exactly.
So you see, I'm a bimbo.
Well, because they're not here anymore.
Huh. Who could it be?
Sayaka. She's the one who came to the dining hall. And then later, she wound up dead.
Wow. That almost sounds like important information.
Yeah. That very much pertains to the case.
I thought, you know, she's dead, so why would I even mention her? Monokuma.
Yeah, totally Monokuma.
I got it! Then, Sayaka is the one who took the knife?
That's the only possibility. And thinking back on it, she was acting kind of unusual. When she came into the dining hall, she didn't even look at us. She just went straight to the kitchen. As she left, she said she just wanted a drink of water. But most likely...
And the person who took the knife was the victim herself.
I'm sure she just took it for self-defense.
So you're saying the knife she took was then taken from her, and she was killed with it? In that case, you may not have taken the knife, but you still could have killed her.
What?
See? He did do it after all.
Don't blush at me.
Yeah.
No, you're wrong.
So, that's how you would twist the argument and send us all off in the wrong direction? You possess a most terrifying talent.
Hold on. It's still too early to decide conclusively that Makoto is the killer, wouldn't you say?
No!
No, definitely not.
Because you see, if the room did belong to the killer, then they did something most bewildering. And until we unravel that little mystery, you simply can't declare that he's the killer.
Bewildering? What the hell are you talking about?
Something was missing from the scene of the crime that by all rights should have been there. You know what I'm talking about, don't you?
Don't you, little boy blue?
Perhaps.
What are you missing?
Yeah, that's the thing. That's
Hiya!
Yes.
Hiya!
Now I understand. That's right. There wasn't a single hair on the floor.
So, the culprit removed some evidence?
Yes. And if I were the culprit, why would I need to get rid of all the hair in my own room? It wouldn't be unusual at all to find my hair at the crime scene if the crime scene is in my room.
The reason all the hair was gone was to remove any trace that Sayaka had ever been there. That makes sense, does it not?
No. If that were the case, they would have had to do something about the body itself, not just her hair.
Yes, very true, very true.
Okay, then why wasn't there any hair on the ground?
The killer got rid of it all, of course, to remove any trace that they had ever been there.
Wait, then that means...
Precisely. It's simply beyond reason to believe that the room's owner and the killer are one and the same.
Then, Makoto isn't the culprit?
Are you sure we can decide something so important based solely on the absence of some hair?
No. There are other reasons that prove why Makoto couldn't have done it.
I would like to hear these reasons.
Do you remember anything remarkable about the bathroom at the scene? Sayaka was attacked in the main room first, then fled into the bathroom, right?
Yeah, then they ran after her, got into the bathroom, and stabbed her.
And how did the killer get into the bathroom? Did they have any trouble with it?
What do you mean?
It's fairly certain that the killer had some trouble getting into the bathroom. There was clear evidence left behind. Do you remember, Makoto?
What could it be?
I got it! Evidence that the killer had trouble getting into the bathroom. You're talking about the doorknob, right?
Huh? The doorknob?
You have a doorknob? I don't have a doorknob.
The doorknob for my bathroom. It was completely broken. See how the top part was unscrewed? And the doorknob's about ready to fall off?
Oh yeah, true. But what does it mean?
In trying to bypass the lock, they ended up nearly removing the entire doorknob. This is another most bewildering act for the room's owner. It proves Makoto is beyond suspicion.
So what? You're saying he wouldn't break the door in his own room? But if the only choice you have is to break it, you break it. There's nothing bewildering about it.
Oh yeah?
Nothing
Are you
weird
sure about that?
There's nothing weird.
Yeah.
You still don't see? Okay then. Let's take another look at how the incident unfolded. Hopefully that will help you understand. The incident took place in Makoto's room. Sayaka was first attacked in the main room. She then fled into the bathroom.
Then the killer ran after her. And they got into the bathroom.
At that point, the killer had to try and bust down the door. Because Sayaka had locked it.
No, it's wrong! The reason my bathroom didn't open wasn't because it was locked. After all, the girls' rooms are the only ones with locking bathrooms, right?
Yes, now that you mention it, that is true.
Then
If
why
only
were your
any of us
bathrooms
thought
door
about this
open?
before.
I know, right?
Because it was stuck.
Huh? What are you talking about?
My bathroom door doesn't fit in the frame quite right. Monokuma over there can testify to that.
Yup, true as true can be. But you know, you're supposed to be the ultimate lucky student, right? But to have such a cruddy door. That's not lucky at all.
So the reason the door didn't open was just because it was stuck. But the killer didn't know that and assumed it was locked. So they tore apart the doorknob to get in.
Okay, but then why would the killer even think the door was locked in the first place? Everyone should have known you can't lock any of the boys' bathrooms.
The killer could easily make that mistake, thanks to one important detail about the scene of the crime.
I got it! The killer must not have realized that it was my room.
What? Are you saying the culprit didn't even know where he was? That's
Or she.
inconceivable.
Oh yeah?
And yet, he's absolutely right.
Say what?
Well, to be more specific, what the killer didn't know was that Makoto and Sayaka had switched rooms, which is what led to the misunderstanding about the bathroom. If Sayaka had been in her own room, then
there would have been a lock on the door, and they would have had to break through.
So they had no idea how unnecessary their actions were.
ultimately, we can't know if it came open by force or simply by accident. But the killer must have been considerably confused, with no idea how they actually got the door opened.
Regardless, it was a pointless act. Wasting time trying to break down a door that wasn't locked is...
Definitely something I wouldn't do, since I would have known exactly why it wasn't opening, right?
That is a definite possibility.
So the killer would have to be someone who didn't know they'd switched rooms?
Then Makoto couldn't have done it.
Oh? Yeah,
Wow.
really? Just now realizing that.
I'm in shook.
Yeah.
Okay, then who did do it?
I'm sorry, but I give up. Quit without saving.
But without saving.
That's not how things work. I mean, technically you can, but it would cause a unrecoverable save.
But what happens if we
I think
can't
that's the
decide
point.
on who we think did it?
Well, why don't we just vote right now? Majority rules.
Majority
Oh.
rules? You really think that's a good idea?
Yeah, our necks are on the line here. Someone seriously needs to do something. For serious.
For serious.
For serious.
Does no
Yeah, you
one
wouldn't
have
want to be
any
for not
other
serious.
thoughts or
Yeah.
questions? It does not matter how trivial they may seem.
Oh, as a matter of fact, I do have one question.
Oh, you...
You don't gotta sound so disappointed.
Damn,
Oh,
Celeste.
you.
Damn, Celeste.
It's fine. It's
Do not bore
fine.
her.
Just ask your question.
Yeah.
Oh yeah. Okay, so, well, I was just wondering, how did the culprit get into Makoto's room in the first place?
Yes. How did the killer get inside?
Maybe Sayaka just dropped the key somewhere and the culprit picked it up. That's possible, right?
I don't think so. That seems way too convenient.
Then, maybe someone picked the lock?
Negative! If you remember, Monokuma made it quite clear that the locks are all unpickable.
Fine. How about this? The killer got in the easy way. They could have knocked and said they wanted to talk or something, and Miss Maizono just let him in.
No, that can't be it either.
Oh, trying to argue against me? Sounds like someone doesn't know his place.
Are you sure about that?
Hello? Why exactly can't that be it?
I got it! Because Sayaka was already scared, remember? That's why she asked me to switch rooms in the first place.
Same goes for you, Sayaka. No matter who it is, don't open your door for anyone. Sayaka?
Even if I'm sure it's you, I absolutely won't open it. Otherwise, what's the point of even switching? I was literally reading it like 4 times and going,
Knowing what she'd been through, I just can't believe she would have opened the door for anyone.
What if her being scared was a lie?
Huh? What the hell is that supposed to mean? Why would she lie about something like that?
I know you don't want to consider it, but look at this and tell me. Can you still deny the possibility?
Something I want to talk to you. Just us two. In 5 minutes. Come see me in my room. Okay? Check the nameplates to make sure you don't get the wrong room. Okay?
I found a notepad during my search,
Are you?
and I shaded in the top sheet with a pencil. and these are the words that appeared.
Oh man! I've totally seen people do that on detective shows. When you write, it can leave an imprint. Sketch over the next sheet of paper, and you can see the words. When I saw that, I was like,
Good job.
Crap. I better make sure
I'm glad you caught on to what we're talking about now.
Yeah. It's that totally has to do with what we're talking about right now. Like, totally important.
It's a pretty old-fashioned technique, but even the classics can be surprisingly useful sometimes. Oh, and I should also mention, I found the notepad on the desk in Makoto's room. Huh? Which means only someone who had been in Makoto's room before the incident could have written it.
Then either it was Makoto who lived there, or Sayaka who switched rooms for a single night.
So, Makoto, did you write this?
No, I didn't.
Yes. No. Yeah. Is this a
Because
trick?
the note also bears a perfectly legible signature. Sayaka's signature.
And that note, Sayaka wrote it?
But why? Why would she write that?
The note was likely her way of getting in touch with a certain someone. She must have slid it under their door to let them know she wanted to meet with them in secret.
If you got an invitation like that from the ultimate pop sensation, what young man could resist?
Of course, I'm only into 2D, so it wouldn't have any effect on me.
Are you sure about that?
But can we be sure anyone even got this note? And honestly, even if they did, I do not think they are at all involved in what happened.
Huh? What makes you say that?
Would you like to hear what I have to say?
Yes. Chihiro just asked.
Very well then. Pay attention.
Imagine dropping something that you don't think it's even possible and then going to, want me to explain it to you? No.
Yeah, exactly.
Makoto switched rooms, correct? But in the note, the place they were asked to come to, it specifically says, my room.
I see. So if someone read that note, then they would have gone to Sayaka's room.
Exactly. The room that Makoto was staying in.
No, that's wrong. The nameplates on Mai and Sayaka's rooms got switched.
They got switched?
That's right. The nameplates got switched, just like the rooms themselves. As a result, the nameplate on Sayaka's room actually had Makoto's name. And the nameplate on Makoto's room had Sayaka's.
So what you're saying is, the room Sayaka was staying in was actually marked as her room.
Then, if someone did do what the note said, they would end up at Makoto's room where Sayaka was.
Plus, their rooms are right next to each other, so switching the nameplates would be no problem. And the one who switched the names was... Well, of course it wasn't you, right, Makoto?
Right?
Then who did it?
Well, actually.
Yes, the killer.
I got it!
To confuse themselves.
Me and Sayaka were the only ones who ever knew about us switching rooms. So the only other person besides me who would even know to switch the nameplates was Sayaka.
You can also infer as much from her note. She specifically tells the reader to check the nameplate. She would only have written that if she knew the nameplates had been switched.
But why would she switch them in the first place?
She wanted someone to come to the room she was in, and also hide the fact that it was Makoto's room.
What?
What?
Inviting someone to your
It's
room,
my room?
not telling them you'd switched rooms.
Wow.
Why would anyone do that?
Why do you think? Use more than one brain cell.
Whatever.
To understand that,
Oh wait, that's right. It's her and Makoto. Kyoko and Makoto are the ones with all the brain cells.
Mm-hmm.
Oh, and maybe Bakuya as well.
we first need to understand what happened
That's
after she
debatable
invited Person
sometimes.
into the room.
He at least has a few more brain cells than the others. For now.
That's where the answer lies.
Until dun dun dun.
What happened then was probably whoever she invited over came in and attacked her. We figured it out! We know who did it! Whoever she invited over is the culprit!
Okay.
Oh yeah?
You're just so good on this, ma'am.
Yeah. I wouldn't be surprised if he had negative brain cells too.
Yeah,
We
he
still
does.
don't know who it is, you goddamn idiot.
Sayaka fought with her killer there in the room, yes? Perhaps the answer to our previous question lies in that initial struggle.
Yes, I think you're right.
Then... we just have to figure out what happened during the fight, right?
That reminds me. There was a replica sword at the murder scene. Was that perhaps used during the fight?
Oh yeah. What's the deal with that sword?
Sayaka suggested I should hold on to it. I thought it might come in handy if I had to defend myself. It seems pretty likely that the killer used it to break Sayaka's right wrist.
How the hell could you possibly know that's what broke her wrist?
I wonder, what is the reason? It totally couldn't be because of gold flakes. Definitely
I got it! All you have to do is take a good look at her broken wrist, and it should become pretty clear. Right there where her wrist is all swollen, there's something glittery there. See?
Is that gold?
It sure is. Specifically, the gold coating from the replica sword. You barely have to touch that stuff, and it'll stick right to you. And there's some on her wrist because...
I got it! Because she got hit with the sword, right there on her wrist!
What?
Thanks, Captain Obvious.
I see. And so the truth draws ever closer.
All right, then it's about time to solve this mystery.
You're solving.
Yep.
When the fighting broke out, the culprit grabbed the sword, and that's when the first blow was dealt. The sword-based sneak attack!
No, that's wrong! Actually, no. I don't think the fight started with the sword.
Why not?
Because the sword
Why?
sheath had been scratched. See? There's a gash in it. Like someone cut into it with something sharp.
Something sharp? You mean like the kitchen knife? That was the only sharp thing found at the scene.
Stop jumping ahead. Slow down and explain it so I get what the hell's going on.
It should be pretty obvious, Mondo.
No, no, no.
If the sword was used first, there wouldn't be any explanation for the scratch on the sheath. If you were going to attack with the sword, you'd take it out of the sheath first, right?
That's true. With the sheath on, it'd be heavy and bulky and useless as shit.
Okay, so how did the sheath get damaged?
If they got attacked with the kitchen knife, maybe they grabbed the sword as a defensive impulse. In that situation, there wouldn't be any time to actually unsheath the sword.
So you're saying the sword was initially used to defend against an attack from the knife?
Which means whoever had the kitchen knife was the one who attacked first.
Hello.
I think I get it. So
Hello,
here's how it all
precious
played
art.
out. The culprit came in, found the kitchen knife hidden there somewhere. Then they took the knife and attacked Sayaka before she knew what was happening. So she grabbed the sword to defend herself, but then the culprit took that from her too. Then, after they broke her wrist with the sword, they took the knife and finished it.
Sorry, but I don't think Sayaka used the sword to defend herself.
What? How the hell can you not think that?
Badoy.
Sword at all. There's a certain part of her body that makes this clear.
I got it! You're talking about her palms, right? The palms of her hands were perfectly clean, so I don't think she ever picked up the sword.
How can you know that just by looking at her palms?
Look at mine.
A little bit. So, I've done the first 2 chapters, but after the first 2 chapters, I know nothing.
I know everything. Plus extra. Plus I'm gonna cry.
The gold coating on that sword comes right off. All you have to do is touch it. In fact, if you look, you'll notice that a lot of the gold has already come off the handle. It's safe to assume that's because.
So do you think that they brought these in or just have pictures of them? Because he's like, look at the sword. Like, are you holding a picture of it? Or are you holding the sword?
It's probably a thing of it's a picture on their data device.
Maybe she washed her hands after she escaped into the bathroom.
Oh, they'll be like, look at her hands, and I'm like, can you just drag the corpse in?
Yeah, I think it's the e-handbook. That's like pictures on that.
That's less exciting.
Makes more sense, but yeah, less exciting. Yeah, they totally dragged in the body.
They dragged it all the way here just for this moment.
Yep. Totally wouldn't damage any of the evidence on her.
No.
Totally not. I mean, we gotta take the Pepto-Bismol everywhere, too. So, yeah, there
yeah,
we go.
I want to see trails in the hallway.
Sorry, but I don't think so.
Why do you say that? Is it because you think I'm ugly?
What? My dear.
That has nothing to do with it, ma'am.
But also, now that you mention it,
I got it! According to the Monokuma file, Sayaka's time of death was around 1:30 a.m. In other words, at nighttime. And the water in the bathroom shuts off at nighttime, right?
Oh, I didn't know that. Actually, I haven't taken a shower here yet.
Coco. Coco, please.
Go unstinkify yourself.
Yeah, we'll continue the trial after.
Yes.
Oh my.
Sir?
You're no different. You smell like a big fat ugly donkey.
I'm not sure whether to take that as an insult or a compliment.
Why would you not know?
Jesus Christ, sir. Why would you ever take that as a compliment?
An insult, obviously.
Exactly.
Ian's like, let me tell you the truth. You're an idiot.
That face is perfect, Leon. Just dumbfounded that he would take it as a compliment.
But also, he's standing next to her, who probably smells like a trash can because she hasn't showered in 2 weeks.
Yeah.
A week and a half.
So anyway,
Maybe more. We don't know how long they've been here.
Exactly.
the killer is the only one who used the sword. But hold on. If that's right, then the one who damaged the sheep with the kitchen knife was...
I got it! Sayaka? She had the kitchen knife?
But we already said that the attack started with...
The person with the knife attacked first, and the sword was used as an impromptu defense.
Then the one who attacked first was...
Sayaka?
Uh-oh.
Oh no.
Now do you understand? She wasn't a blameless victim in this.
No, far from it. It's almost
I love when Makoto jazzes out.
to commit a murder of her own.
What?
She took the knife from the kitchen, then invited the culprit to the room she was staying in.
Yeah,
And if
yeah.
it's true that she had the kitchen knife and attacked without provocation,
Indeed. These are all the actions of an assailant.
Which brings up another point. Makoto, Sayaka was the one who suggested you two switch roles.
I love how Leon's just still flabbergasted.
He's still like, dude, you're staying.
I mean, even if you had said that before the class trial, before all this took place, I would have known.
Spoiler, Monokuma dies. The one who can always come back if he dies, yeah. The one who like appears out of nowhere.
Yes. Oh yeah, Monokuma dies. Yeah, he blows up the first 5 seconds. What are you talking about?
Mm-hmm.
Maybe the reason she wanted to switch rooms was so that she could pin the crime on you. That is a possibility, is it not?
Dang, but true. You ain't wrong. We already had a scene where he talked about Makoto in a very interesting way.
Yeah.
Sayaka wanted to... on me?
That would also explain why she would switch the nameplates. She wanted to get whoever she had targeted to come to Makoto's room where she was staying. And by committing the murder there, instead of her room, that would implicate Makoto.
Makoto! No, not the Titan!
The target had to be lured out while still keeping the room swap a secret. If the target
Dang, Lorenzo's just spazzing all of the little
yeah, dropping
spoilers
all the
right
spoilers.
here.
Damn.
So all that's why she switched the names?
Oh, do they?
Oh, it's nice.
I didn't even realize that.
But doesn't that plan seem a little risky? For one thing,
Risque?
even if her plan worked, Mr. Naegi would just tell everyone they'd switched rooms.
I don't know. I'm not sure our soft-hearted Makoto is capable of that kind of cutthroat behavior.
What, you've been trying to tell me that he was a culprit the entire time. What do you mean now he's not a cutthroat?
I'm sure Sayaka realized the same thing, which is why out of all of us, she asked him to switch rooms.
Plus, she was the
Akia
ultimate
is a freaking Digimon.
What's this about Digimon?
I said Bakuya is a Digimon.
Yes.
A totally forgettable kid. Or a national super...
So let's see, what's he gonna turn into
More
next?
likely to believe.
Robo Dragon, gotcha.
I could tell you what he's gonna turn into next. He's gonna hate it.
Wait, then you're saying she had this all planned out?
He's just going to gain gun. All of the gun.
This is a single gun times 1,000.
Yes.
I think that's completely believable in this. 9.6K.
I mean, you're calling him a Digimon, and that's what happens to Digimon. It's between her and Hifumi for me.
Oh wait, she already is.
No. Toko's not bad. She gets better.
But in the end, her plan
Just
backfired.
remember no actual spoilers, because I mean, you could sneak a spoiler in there. He wouldn't know the difference anyway.
Yeah, at this point, yeah.
She
But
launched her attack with the knife. Then
nah,
found herself under
I'm
attack
just
in
the
turn.
whispering ear voice
Yep.
in his ear.
Yeah, I wouldn't know if it would be anything like an actual spoiler unless it's like to do with Chihiro, since I know that she's not gonna last too long.
But there's there are some spoilers in there that even you don't know.
That must be when her wrist got broken, and she
So
was
I would
forced to drop the knife.
see. I believe that. No, but also Mondo's hair reminds me of ramen noodles.
I can see it.
The tables were suddenly turned on.
He's a
her,
narwhal
and she died
ramen.
at the hands of the
Ramen
one
narwhal.
she'd planned to murder.
Just hold on. That can't be true.
Yes, it is.
Because
His spazzing is funny.
Hey! You guys have totally derailed the argument.
Are you sure, Monokuma?
There's an argument.
Super boring right now. Come on, hurry up and decide who did it. Wouldn't it be awful if I had to punish you all just because you ran out of time?
Yeah, we gotta decide who we think did it.
Spoiler: Lorenzo's actually in this game. He's the boss.
Makoto, right now you just need to concentrate on figuring out the answer to this mystery. If we can't uncover who murdered Sayaka, it's over for all of us.
Are you excited for the next game by these creators?
It's easy just
Coming
to
out in
sit here
April?
and decide who did it. But there just aren't any
It's
more
gonna be
clues,
completely
right?
different than anything they've done, is what they keep saying.
No, it's wrong.
Okay. That's
I
definitely gonna be
have no-
strange whenever all they've done is like mystery games.
there still might be one clue left.
I'll have to send you
Sayaka's
something, but
dying
it's more
message.
fighting battle-esque.
Huh.
Which they did one game that was kind of included a lot of fighting, but it's still
What did you say?
completely different than that one.
The dying message. She wrote something on the wall behind her, remember? 11037. Written in her own blood. There must be a clue about the killer hidden in there.
Yes.
That's her safety deposit box
Before we
number.
get too far into that, I need to ask, can we really be sure that Sayaka is the one who wrote it?
I got it! Her left index finger had blood on it. That could only be because she used that finger to write the message.
I see. She broke her right wrist during the fight, so she'd have to use her left hand to write.
Sure. I think we can all agree Sayaka wrote it. But still, what the heck do those numbers mean?
Hey, Chihiro. You're a computer nerd or whatever, right? You should know all about numbers and shit.
No, that's not... Yes, I'm a programmer, but I don't see any kind of meaning in these numbers.
Of course. It's because they're not numbers.
Oh, really?
Oh, yeah, it looks like...
Huh? What?
No, it's just... look at the numbers, assuming they're not numbers. Don't these first two, 1, 1, look less like two numbers and more like one letter?
Ah, you're right. The connecting line is barely there, so I assumed
Noah
it was
7.
1, 1,
Know it? Know it.
but looking at it now, you could also read it as an N.
Whoa. You might have finally just said something worth a shit.
Know it.
Damn, Mondo.
Now we have to find a Noet.
Sales are really getting excited now.
But even if that really is an N, N037, doesn't make any more sense than before.
Rotate the image 180 degrees.
Oh my god. Now I see. She wrote down the killer's name.
Huh? You just shot past the clue part and right onto who did it.
Are you sure about that?
So, whose name did she write?
I wonder. Who could have done it?
Here's my answer.
Hi, Cheeky.
The key to solving this mystery was simply to rotate the writing 180 degrees. If you turn the message around, it becomes the letters L-E-O-N. L-E-O-N, or more accurately, Leon.
What the hell are you talking about? It's just a coincidence.
Are you sure?
Yeah, he doesn't count anyway.
Happen to look like my name.
No, it's not random at all.
She was
She
dying.
wrote that message on the wall behind her as she was leaning up against it. In that position, she couldn't move to write normally, and had to write upside down, as it were. And as a result, when you look at it standing in front of her, it ends up getting flipped. Try it for yourself if you want. Write something sitting like her, and the letters will be inverted.
That sounds like one hell of a stretch to me. I'm the killer? You can't just go and say shit like that.
If you're not the killer, then why did you try to destroy the evidence?
Huh?
You know what I'm talking about, right, Makoto? The evidence Leon tried to get rid of?
What could she be talking about?
I got it! You mean the burnt shirt piece I found laying on the ground by the incinerator, right?
As the killer stabbed Sayaka, they must have gotten some of her blood on them. And to dispose of the shirt covered in the victim's blood, they threw it into the incinerator.
But one piece burned off and got left behind.
And the killer didn't notice. If they had, they most certainly would have panicked. Isn't that right, Leon?
But is one scrap of fabric enough to conclude that Leon is guilty?
Yeah, I mean, Leon's not the only one wearing a white button-up.
That's right. There are plenty of other people here with shirts like mine. With just that one little charred piece, there's no way you can say for sure who it belongs to.
You're getting a little aggressive, Leon. I wonder why.
You're right. That alone isn't enough. But there are some other points that may reveal the truth.
Are you finally starting to understand? The answers to all the riddles are right here.
Yeah, I think so. I got it! If we look closely at how the shirt was disposed of, we should be able to figure out who the killer is.
Oh yeah, that's a good point. I think I know what you're gonna say. You can't reach the incinerator without opening the gate in front of the trash room, right? And obviously, you wouldn't be able to hit the switch to turn it on either. You'd need the key to get in, and the one with the key was the person on cleaning duty. So the killer had to be whoever was in charge of taking care of the trash, right?
Interesting. Dang.
Just have the loading screen right there. Dial-up tone. No, what's wrong? There's another way to use the trash incinerator without being the one on cleaning duty. that's exactly what proves Leon is the real killer. I wonder, what could it be?
The key to the trash room. Whoever was on cleaning duty must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator in order to destroy the evidence. Which means the only possible suspect is whoever had the trash room key.
Okay, so the person who would have had the trash room key was... Huh?
Makoto.
Me?
I don't know why you kind of freaked out about that. Like, it wasn't really a secret.
Exactly.
Must have had it, right?
So the only one who could get to the incinerator was the person in charge of the trash?
And you'd have to get close to the incinerator. No, that's wrong.
Hold on. I think I know how someone could dispose of the evidence without using the trash room key.
But if you can't get past the gate, you couldn't possibly turn on the incinerator, could you?
Yes, you could. If you used this.
What is it, some kind of glass ball? It's busted to hell.
Actually, it was supposed to be a crystal ball, but,
But how would you use it?
I got it!
Divine with it.
The killer simply
yes.
took aim at the incinerator switch and threw the ball through a gap in the gate. All they had to do was hit that switch, and the incinerator would come to life.
Someone threw that through a gap in the gate?
Remember what you said before, Hifumi?
Huh? Someone turned the incinerator on! Oh, damn it, that's my Monokuma voice. God damn it!
Dang.
Very
You're trolling him now.
strange. I'm quite certain it was off last time I was down here. Perhaps it was the work of a fairy.
What?
Hifumi had the key, so the only way the incinerator could have been turned on without his knowledge was because the killer was able to hit the switch without opening the gate. Once they got the incinerator going, all they had to do was ball up the shirt and toss it in.
Hey, come on! What the hell is this?
All you have to do is look at the scene to know that the killer never actually went inside the trash room. The shards of broken glass, the incinerator left running, the piece of shirt that escaped the fire. If the killer had been on cleaning duty, the evidence would have been taken care of much more thoroughly.
Wait, no, just hold on.
But the distance from the gate to the incinerator has to be at least 30 feet, right? The pinpoint accuracy you'd need to throw a glass ball that far and hit something that small. Could someone really do that?
That's right. There's no way. It'd be impossible.
Difficult, absolutely.
Improbable.
Impossible? I don't think so. Because the killer is...
A silly goose.
Yes, the ultimate clairvoyant.
I got it!
The only one that owns a crystal
The killer is
ball.
the ultimate baseball star. Isn't that right, Leon?
Leon!
Any idea how stupid you sound right now?
A target 30 feet away would surely be little challenge for the ultimate baseball star.
Now we're just mocking him.
Yeah.
I'm not the killer! These goddamn shipper brains have got it all wrong, I'm telling you!
You still won't admit it? Okay then. Makoto, go ahead and review the incident one more time to make his crime perfectly clear. And with that, we can end this.
Listen to me! What the hell do you mean, end this?
Say what you want, Leon. But all the questions have been answered, and the truth has been revealed. Now here's what happened.
Now you have a comic book.
Yes. Howdy, cat god.
Heyo. Dun, dun, dun.
Here's exactly what happened.
Here's what happened.
I think I'd better take one more look back at the case from the beginning. Last night, the killer went to the room Sayaka was in. In other words, my room. From what we can tell, Sayaka invited that person there intending to kill them. She attacked them with the knife she'd taken from the kitchen earlier. But then something happened that she wasn't prepared for. They grabbed the fake sword I put in my room and fought back. During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist. The killer is you! During the struggle, a strike from the sword broke Sayaka's right wrist.
GG.
And that's when she lost her grip on the kitchen knife. Finding herself cornered, Sayaka panicked and ran into the bathroom. The killer went after her, but couldn't get the bathroom door open. What they didn't know was that my bathroom door got stuck easily, and there was a trick to opening it. Sayaka knew about that because I told her, but of course the killer had no way of knowing. So instead, the killer forced the door open, took the kitchen knife, and stabbed Sayaka. But with what strength she had remaining, Sayaka left a dying message. To keep the killer from noticing, she wrote it on the wall behind her.
You have a dead girl in your bathroom?
Apparently he does.
Dang. Impressive.
And with that, all her strength was gone. With Sayaka dead, the killer quickly began destroying the evidence. First, they took off their shirt, which was covered
First
in
they
their victim's
stripped.
Yep.
Wait.
Then they took the lint roller in my room and cleaned up the entire area. They wanted to make sure they
But
got
you're
rid of
talking about
any
that
trace
here.
that had ever been there.
I don't know that that's a good idea.
Hold on. Copy, paste, send. Yeah, you're fine.
Afterwards, the killer headed to the trash room to destroy their bloody shirt. They tried to burn the shirt using the incinerator there, but the trash room was blocked off by an especially sturdy gate, preventing access to the incinerator.
Are you sure?
So they came up with a plan to use Hero's crystal ball, which he'd left in the laundry room. The killer managed to throw the ball through the gap in the gate and hit the incinerator switch. For any normal person, that'd be an impossible throw. But the killer had the confidence to take a shot, and that's because the killer was the ultimate baseball star. The crystal ball, thrown with absolute precision, hit the switch on the incinerator.
I mean, maybe I won't, but you saying this on the internet, someone else might.
Guys, snitches get stitches. Just remember that. Copy, paste, send. Yeah, don't do that.
Having destroyed the final piece of evidence, they left the area, I imagine, a sigh of relief. But there was one thing they missed. Part of the shirt they'd thrown into the fire burnt away and fell out of the incinerator. The killer didn't notice this, and so left behind a piece of indisputable evidence. Isn't that right, Leon?
Your orange redeems. Oh wait.
It would appear that
I don't think your orange redeems could be heard.
It's
Or I
yeah,
just had it
the
too
game
low.
is quite loud in comparison to that. Yeah, because I could barely hear it.
Dang.
You went there to try and wash the blood out of your shirt, and that's where you saw it, right? Seeing the ball, you thought of a way to take care of everything.
So, Leon, do you object to anything that's been said?
Do I object? Hell yes, I object! Of course I do! I object! I object! I object!
I think he
all of this is
objects.
just a bunch of stupid
Yeah.
theories. You need evidence. Where's the evidence?
We've been providing evidence, dumbass!
Without evidence, it's all bullshit. It's bullshit, and I refuse to acknowledge it.
He refuses.
I guess this is as good a time as any to present the evidence that proves you did it. Makoto, I believe you're in possession of that evidence.
Yaha!
Evidence. I have a wad of gum and a Subway gift card. What are we talking about?
removed the screws from the doorknob, they didn't use anything from your room to do it. Instead, they must have used something that belonged to them.
I refuse to acknowledge you. You're stupid.
You refuse to acknowledge me?
Damn, Leon.
Stupid, 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 stupid.
I mean, but refusing to acknowledge me, dude, like, that's
Yeah.
harsh.
Yeah.
Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance.
What happened? Baka, 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 baka.
You lie! Stop talking!
Oh, I see it.
Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance!
Stream Buddha.
You lie! Shut up! Where's your proof?
I mean, it's kind of a music game. It's a kind of an everything game. It's basically a mini game game.
It wasn't me! Stupid!
I'm a damn fool.
Stop talking! Shut up! Where's your proof? You kidding me? Not a chance! You lie! Shut up!
There we go.
Where's
Yeah.
your proof?
This should prove it.
But yeah, this isn't the only type of game that does
Screws
this.
on the bathroom doorknob
Just look
were
at
removed.
Yakuza. Yakuza is like 90% side story.
Yeah. You know, one day I'll get back to that.
Yeah, one day I should probably get back to that too, because I finished up 0 and 1, and I haven't touched it since.
I haven't even finished 0. But also my friends are like, okay, so I know you're doing Yakuza, but also what about Red Dead Redemption? And I was like, bro. I'm already
like
in like the middle of 2 like more serious games.
Yeah, it's like, can we finish the first long game first, or the long series first?
Which I still have to go back and do more on me side. Maybe
Yeah.
this week, because I'm only gonna be able to stream 2 days this week.
Mm.
There aren't any other tools anywhere.
And then I have to take a week off.
But the toolkit in my room had clearly never been used.
That's because the culprit didn't know it was your room. They thought they were inside his room.
Only the boys got toolkits, so the killer naturally assumes there wouldn't be one in there.
Okay, then whose toolkit did the killer use?
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
It had to be their very own toolkit.
Stupid, 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 stupid!
Leon, would you mind showing us your toolkit? If I'm right about this, then the screwdriver will show some evidence of being used.
Stupid, stupid, stupid!
Huh?
Or chill out.
And if you say you used it for something else, you'll have to explain exactly when, where, and why.
And let me say this right now. I lost it isn't an excuse at this point.
I lost it though.
Stupid. Stupid.
It's stupid stew. Dang, man, really going through it.
So,
Yeah.
You have no rebuttal?
Then it would seem we are finished here.
Or you broke him. Hello, Flagot. Hello, immersive food.
Yeah.
Hi, Adam.
Adam! Welcome to another stream of the day!
Looks like you've reached your
I'm not
verdict.
emergency
Then are we ready to
food.
cast
I
our
didn't do anything.
votes? You all have a lever in front
How
of
do
you.
I
Use it to make your selection. Oh, just to remind you all, Make triple sure you vote for someone. You wouldn't want to be punished for something so minor, right?
Right.
It was 3.
Okay, then let's get excited! Who will be chosen as the Blackened? Will you make the right choice? Or the dreadfully wrong one? What's it gonna be? What's it gonna be?
Are you sure you want Ritsu? Ag 29's.
Hehe. Yeah! Yeah! Woo! Guilty! Yeah!
Uh-oh. Looks like you got it right on the money. The Blackened, in this case, the one that killed Sayaka, was none other than Leon Kuwata.
Who doesn't like some KFP Ag 29
Not me.
What I do?
Adam was saying
No! Stop trying to eat me! Refuse! Banned!
Yep, he did. Yeah, like, even yesterday I was fucking Kowalski, so... No.
Hey, hold on.
Leon. Leon. Did you really? Kill Sayaka.
I can't believe it!
You son of a bitch!
What the hell is wrong with you? I didn't even need to say that first part.
Yeah.
I realized right after I said that. Yeah, I realized right after I said that, yep, that's definitely gonna get taken out of context later. I was saying I was Kowalski.
He's saying, too bad you can't know all of his secrets.
It was kill or be killed.
So, that's why...
I killed her first.
None of you are any different!
One wrong step and you'd be the one standing here. There was a complete chance that I wound up like this.
I was just... unlucky. That's all.
Why were you the Madagascar penguins?
Because we thought it would be funny.
Hey!
What'd I do? Oh.
Hey, come on. You expect me to just accept my death?
Kinda.
Yeah. Everything's become clear. The decision we made was right after all. And when I think about that, honestly, I'd be better off if we'd be wrong. Because what if we came up, if we came up with is really the truth, and that truth is Sayaka was trying to frame me. But even if that's true, I can't say she was wrong. After all, the mastermind, it's all because of that video. Even I couldn't handle what I saw in there. If I was her, and the video had actually been something to do with me, I can't even imagine.
And now we're trapped here with no way out. They're probably waiting for me.
Why?
I can't afford to be stuck in here.
Especially since I'm psychic.
I'm super psychic. I could tell you when I'm gonna die.
The one thing that was more important to her than anything else, her dreams, her friends. To have to see something like that happen to them. And Sayaka.
I did whatever it took to reach that dream. I mean it, even some things that weren't so pleasant.
And that's why Sayaka, for the friends that meant so much to her, that's why she betrayed me. So, when she said,
No matter what happens, please always be there for me. I need you on my side.
That
she was lying to me from the very beginning. She was using me. Is that why she talked to me in the first place?
Well, time to
guess I'll
run
never
away
know.
and lurk.
Hey, have a good lurk!
Be gone.
Because there's nothing I can do to ask her what she was thinking. Once you're dead, that's
Also,
that.
have a good eat.
Boy howdy! The entertainment industry must sure be terrifying, huh?
If that's what you do.
I mean, to try and kill someone just because of those relationships.
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Shut up, Monokuma. She seems so nice and lovely on the outside, but inside, she descended into pure madness. What did you say?
Phew.
I understand. I really do. Yup.
Who sleeps at 4 a.m.?
That's when I get up for work. Some days, not every day. You're in utter despair thanks to Sayaka's betrayal, right? Compassion? Intimacy? Love? The stronger those feelings, the stronger the despair when they collapse. Stop screwing with us! This is all your fault! Sayaka being forced to do something like that?
It's 10:30, so. Me?
All of it. Everything. It's all your fault. Suddenly, in a frenzy, I lunged at Monokuma.
Uh-oh.
That's enough.
As angry as I was, Kyoko latched onto my arm without hesitation. Her grip was like iron. Strong enough, I was sure it would leave a bruise.
Calm down.
If you really want to make her enemies pay for what they've done, you need to let it go for now.
Damn it!
Ba-bum, ba-bum.
Ah, that was a close one. I thought for sure you were gonna give me a good walloping. Just barely avoiding punishment, you did.
Yes, indeed.
Now then, since you so magnificently revealed the identity of the killer during the class trial, the blackened Leon Kawada will receive his punishment.
Punishment?
Yes, punishment.
You mean execution?
Also,
Wait
yes.
a second.
Die food.
Oh yeah, Catgun. What do you think he's gonna die by?
Are we gonna take guesses?
I mean, both of us already know. I just thought it'd be fun.
Tell us what you think.
Gun him down.
I didn't have a choice. I had to kill her.
Yeah, that's it.
I was just protecting myself in the heat of the moment. It was self-defense.
Is that okay?
How exactly was that self-defense? When you forced your way into the bathroom, Did you or did you not use your very own toolkit? After she shut herself in the bathroom, you went out of your way to head back to your own room. Then you came all the way back, broke into the bathroom, and killed her. Am I wrong?
Do you understand?
You had any number of chances to stop what you were doing, but you chose not to. Is it because you had an unclouded intent to commit murder?
So, that's why...
No, that's not... Stop it. I've had enough of this.
Oh, are you sure? You were closer to her than anyone, were you not? He killed your precious Sayaka. Do you understand?
I can't say Leon is solely to blame. Of course, I don't plan on blaming Sayaka either. Because the one to blame is him. What? If it weren't for you, this never would have happened to Sayaka or Leon. We shouldn't be fighting each other. We should be fighting against the one who put us in this situation. The mastermind. Uh-oh. Did you awaken your sense of justice?
Hey,
Well, it just so happens that there's nothing more unethical than an unwavering sense of justice. After all, it's people with that sort of mentality that perpetuate war all over the world. Is that the kind of justice that's awakened within you? Just shut up! Okay, well, anyway, more importantly, let's hurry up and get to what everyone's been waiting for. The punishment!
I'm begging you, please, don't do this!
hey, come on now.
No more begging. No more excuses. You must pay the penalty for breaking the rules. Society demands it.
Stop, please!
Now then, I've prepared a very special punishment.
Be gone.
Leon Kuwata, the ultimate baseball star.
No, 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 no!
Let's give it everything we've got. It's punishment time!
No!
Damn full scene.
Yep.
Death by balls. I was right.
Yeah, he's gunned down by balls.
And also the gun him down part.
Yep. what we saw.
Both were right.
Indeed. Was the true face of despair. I mean, if you can't call it that, what else could we call it?
Extreme!
Huh? Guess don't you say that? Man, my adrenaline is pumping right out of control!
Even as I've been traumatized.
What's going on?
I can't take it.
I love how they're just saying my lines.
Rude.
Do we have to really keep doing this? I just can't take it. Well, hey, if you don't like it, all you gotta do is swear to cut all ties with the outside world and accept living here forever. But that's only if every single one of you can get on board with that.
Damn you!
Man, fuck you. Why the fuck are you doing all this evil shit to us? Evil? You make it sound like I'm some dark, awful, secret society type of guy.
Say what?
Or in this case, a dark, awful, secret society type of bear.
Well...
It's not me saying it. That was Mondo that said it. Why are you putting an upstanding young citizen like me through such a grueling ordeal?
Hey,
It seems like you're trying to use common sense to make sense of something that doesn't make sense. That's like trying to put a smile on a scale. I just don't think it's possible.
You're supposed to say be silly.
Hey, don't think what you're saying and what I'm saying quite fit together.
Shit.
You piece of... I don't think you, I don't know who you are, but I'm gonna pound your into the ground. You must really hate me to get so angry, huh?
LOL.
If you do that, you're barking way up the wrong tree. What happened to be more out of one of you deciding to want to get out, right? No matter how much time passes, you can't cut free of your regrets from the outside world. You are to blame.
Of course we can't cut free from the outside world. Being trapped here in this place, in the same place?
You're trapped, are you? Well, I'm sure once you learn all the mysteries of this school, your thinking will change for sure. You'll think, boy, isn't it so wonderful how we all get to live here forever?
What does this mean?
What are you talking about?
Hey,
I feel like there's some deeper meaning hidden in there. Just like before.
Thrills, chills, kills!
Anyway, let's get to the Blackened's punishment. That's what everyone is waiting for after all.
hey,
When you say everyone, who exactly are you referring to?
Sorry, I said everything I've got to say. I need to save some fun for later. And just like that, he was gone. You just left us there, overwhelmed by a nightmare turned reality. Even after he was gone, we stood there forever, unable to move. Actually, no. It wasn't that long, I think. Everyone just loses their sense of time. We were all just too scared. Scared of being alone. Not one even tried to speak. Their faces were stone, their voices dead. But it was in that moment.
Just a second.
Makoto, can I talk to you for a second? Let me speak.
God damn it! She moved in close and whispered into my ear.
Makoto.
Before we head back, there's something I want to talk to you about.
It's
about Psy. Oh, that means
your turn. It's about Sayaka, isn't it?
I'm surprised you figured it out.
Listen.
I told you before the class trials started. You had to figure out the mystery of this case yourself.
You wanted me to realize how Sayaka betrayed me by myself, didn't you? The thought never even crossed my mind. I feel like such a fool, becoming such an easy target like that.
It's true.
Sayaka meant to double-cross you. That's a fact that you can never change. But even till the very end, she wasn't sure of her decision, that's why. As she lay dying, she was thinking of you.
She was thinking of me? You can't just say something like that. I mean, there's no way you can know that. Only Sayaka would know for sure. We can't ask her now.
However,
even if you can't ask her, you can infer it, don't you think? Her final thought how she could protect you.
What?
So...
The fact that she used her last ounce of energy to leave her dying message proves it. If she didn't care what happened to you, she never would have left that message.
Well, maybe she just wanted to get back at the person who killed her.
Certainly.
That's certainly one possibility. But I don't think that's what it was.
Anyway...
She was uncertain. She wasn't sure she could kill someone or deceive you. Which is why her plan failed. Her hesitation attracted failure.
Right.
It's almost ironic when you think about it.
Why are you telling me all this?
Because you're the kind of person who can overcome this. Because you can move past the death of your friends Sayaka and Leon and keep moving forward.
Correct.
Without someone like that, the others would never be able to break free of such desperate situation.
Move past their deaths? I could never do that. No. I'm going to carry them with me for the rest of my life. How could I possibly move past something like that? Leon, Sayaka, I'll carry them with me forever. I'll carry their memories wherever I go.
So instead of forgetting them, you're choosing the hard road. Well, I have high expectations for you.
As she said that, she revealed the smallest smile.
Hey.
By the way, I have to admit, I'm curious. How did you know I wanted to talk to you about Sayaka?
Because I'm psychic. Just kidding. Oh, well.
Yep, there you go.
Yep.
Well, I wouldn't have a choice. I forget literally everything.
I'm gonna stab you in the throat now, in front of everyone.
What?
Huh?
Kidding. I just have pretty good intuition.
Yeah.
Whoa! Okay, I see the stream bot. She really is gone. It's almost like there was never anything there to begin with. Every last sign of Sayaka's existence had disappeared without a trace.
Why would they leave it?
Because why not? It's just like he said. After the class trial, we took the elevator to back up. Monokuma told us, "Oh, I almost forgot. Since the class trial is over, I'll go ahead and dispose of all the corpses."
What are you gonna do?
It's okay. No need to thank me. Just seeing your delighted, smiling faces think it's enough for me. After all, nobody wants to look at a rotting corpse every day. That can't be good for your health.
Why did they get rid of it?
I mean, we've got unlimited food. I didn't even have time to mourn Sayaka and Junko's deaths. I'm sure that's exactly why he did. It's a bad joke. Sickening dream. But I have to accept the reality of it. I headed back to the dining hall to meet up with the others. Sorry I'm late.
So,
Hey, are you okay, Makoto?
Listen to me!
You sure took your sweet time. I was just about to go and get you and drag you back here. Sorry. So, what happened? Was your room fixed up like he said? I imagine it'd be pretty hard to sleep with a corpse rotting in your bathroom.
Hey, come on.
Jesus, that's fucked up, man. Why would you say something like that? My room was spotless. There wasn't anything left. Like, the whole thing never happened.
I see.
It must be tough staying here knowing what happened. Why don't you just stay in Sayaka's room?
Well, staying there with her scent still hanging in the air. That would hurt just as much.
Don't smell her.
Plus, I decided I can't turn away from her death.
Makoto.
Yeah, apparently she was stinky.
Why are you smelling?
Pretty stinky.
Yeah, apparently.
Hey, cheer up. Getting depressed isn't gonna help anything, right? If we all work together, I'm sure we'll find a way out of here.
You got it!
So everyone just try and cheer up and get back on track.
Is that honestly supposed to make us feel better?
Huh?
We're already working together, and yet someone was still murdered. Anyone could betray us at this point. Now that it's happened once, it's a question of when, not if, the next one takes place.
Yeah, because Sayaka made the first move.
Well...
But if we work together against the mastermind, nobody will have any reason to do something like that.
Stop talking.
Keep telling yourself that. I'll be over here in the real world. Working together? Fighting a common enemy? Like it or not, it's not that simple. What do you mean?
Are you okay with this? The mastermind seems to be much more powerful than we ever suspected. They took over Hope's Peak, which was supposed to be well defended, then modified it to fit their desire. They created Monokuma, which seems to be incredibly advanced, and they're provided for their every need. And the cherry on top is the execution we witnessed. Honestly.
Everything had been planned down to the last excruciating detail. This is not the work of your everyday psychopath. Defying them may be too great of a risk.
So
Then, what are we supposed to do?
Anyone who truly does want to escape will just have to follow the rules. In which case, the only option is to deceive those around you and win the game.
No.
Thanks, Chihiro. Know what?
I can't take it.
I don't want to live if it means killing someone else to do it. I don't want to kill anyone else.
Huh?
Anyone else? What do you mean?
It's because...
Leon died because we all voted for him, right? It's no different from us killing him ourselves.
But...
So,
If we hadn't voted for him, then we all would have died instead, right? That isn't what you wanted, is it?
So it would seem.
She's right. If you heap that kind of blame on yourself, you'll turn into a full-fledged masochist. Chihiro, listen. You're not to blame. Not you, not Leon, not Sayaka. The mastermind is responsible for everything that's happened. We had no choice but to vote. I can't even imagine what would have happened to us if we'd refused. And in the end, it was Monokuma who ultimately killed Leon. So don't waste your anger on yourself. Instead, direct it at the mastermind.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is officially nighttime. Soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked, and entry at that point is strictly prohibited. Oh, and one other thing. It was totally obvious before that you were trying to make yourselves feel better and justify what you did. See you, don't see you, see you? That's about how much I can see you, even when you try to hide. Now pay attention and remember this well. The burden of judging others is a heavy one to bear, so be well aware of your actions. Order and stability rely on the sacrifice and responsibility of everyone. Okay then, sweet dreams, everyone. Good night, sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
Damn, Toko.
What was that just now?
He was saying it's our fault. What happened? That's pretty cruel, man.
Don't fuck with me.
That piece of shit? Who does he think he is? So, the day drew to a close. A tense, maddening day that saw the deaths of 3 classmates. Sayaka, Junko, and Leon. But this is just the beginning. Our despair has only just begun. Woke up the next day to Monokuma's normal morning announcement. Then he called us all to the gym. What's he gonna do this time? We were practically frozen with fear, but Monokuma was determined to get us involved in his little game. And with that goal in mind, he begins.
Okay, lift your arms up and down.
Hito's just like, eh. Just the shrug.
1, 2, 3, 4.
1, 2, 3, 4.
Now reach way up and bend way down. Tighten those muscles. Let's add a little strength, a little speed to those young bodies of yours.
Monokuma. Doesn't this feel just great? Stuck inside like this, you gotta make sure to stay healthy.
You're the one keeping us stuck inside.
Don't sweat the small stuff. That's my motto. Well, I sounded pretty cool just now, don't you think? Did you fall in love with me? Am I just to die for? Am I just to die in writhing agony for?
So why did you call us here? Certainly it wasn't to make us exercise.
Just to make you exercise? Just to make you exercise?
Hey!
If exercise makes you laugh, exercise will make you cry. Now, if you keep doing these exercises, you will uncover the secret of the assassin's fist. Passed down from generation to generation in the Empire of Darkness, the power can be yours. That sounds like the junk a middle schooler would come up with. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you... Oh. It doesn't matter. Just get to the point. Did you really call us down here just to exercise?
Hey,
Of course not! Do you think I have that kind of free time on my hands? Okay. So then... I'd like to make an announcement. Every time you overcome a class trial here at Hope's Peak, a whole new world will open up to you.
What the heck?
A whole new world?
You guys?
It'd really suck if you had to live here forever with nothing new to stimulate you. Besides, I know how you kids get these days with your ADD and ADHD. I gotta keep you motivated. Don't be calling us out, Monokuma.
Very nice.
So go ahead, look around all you want. Enjoy the brave new post-trial world till you explode. With that, Monokuma disappeared, leaving us even more confused than why he'd shown up. But... a new world?
Could it be...
Is he talking about a way to get outside?
I wonder about that.
That seems unlikely.
Piece of shit!
Well, we don't know till we look.
Hey,
Exploding is a Thursday.
Whatever he meant, it seems we have to search the school one more time.
No, that's Digimon. That's the Thursday thing.
Digimon, digital monster.
Yeah, that might be one that we have to do on stream at some point. There is a fan app for it. Teach you a bit of how it works.
You hear me?
I'm gonna just play all of Genshin TCG on stream for like 3 hours of Genshin TCG.
Oh my god, yay. So, I mean, there is a tabletop one, so we could do it, like, as an actual, like, tournament thing.
Yeah.
Or, like, an actual...
Honestly, I like
I'd have
Genshin
to remember
TCG.
how to play it, though, because I haven't touched Genshin in forever.
randomly get addicted to Genshin TCG.
Okay, then let's split up and start investigating. When you're done, everyone meet back up here, meet back up at the dining hall, and we'll share what we found. You're basically a one-trick pony. You know that?
Got it.
More like a staple food source. Now let's get moving. Seeing his words as their signal. Everyone scattered and left the gym. Oh yeah, I hadn't talked about it yet. So, my new coworker today, it's only I think her second shift out at the gas station, and she worked inside the store for the past several years. And yeah, she's cool. Also, oh my god, she panics so easily. Like, so we have to get our stuff from inside the store. And I'm like, okay, so I gave her my number to, so that she could call me if something were to go wrong. I wasn't even there inside 5 minutes and she tried calling me. Just like, oh my god.
What the heck?
Hey, Makoto, did you see what's inside the display case? Bad.
5 minutes.
Yeah, it pretty much was. Because I think I got like 3 items and was helping another customer whenever she called me. Bad. This is super bad, man. What are you talking about? I didn't notice anything all that weird in there. Sure, to the untrained eye, it's nothing.
You suck at using your eyeballs. Take them out.
Just open your third eye. You know you have one. But this is awful. A bad awful, terrible trap.
For serious?
That stuff you see lined up there? Any god could come by and use it to send a message. Huh? Jesus, dude. I've been struck with knowledge. It's an ill omen of devastation and ruin.
Let me out of here!
Keep going, I'm gonna go to the bathroom.
Thank you. I have no idea what he's talking about. So maybe I'll just leave him alone. Hi. Makoto, look! The gate blocking the stairs is gone. It would seem that a path to the second floor has opened up.
You hear me?
But it's also of utmost importance.
Knowledge? Wait till he hears about school.
Or a library. To double check the areas we already know about, just in case.
Without a doubt.
Aren't I so clever to think of that? I've really impressed myself sometimes.
You understand?
Well, I'll leave the school to you. The gate that was blocking the stairs has been opened. Yeah, it's not as if you just talked to someone about that. Is this what Monokuma meant by a new world? If so, what's up there? This is the second floor of the school. Maybe there's some kind of clue here? Yeah, I'm sure of it. There's gotta be something here. Oh, hey, look. Windows.
Windows aren't real. The baby is sleeping. Please be quiet.
Okay. Ah!
This must be what he meant by a new world. I should probably take a really close look around.
That's Alright, let's see if that'll help for some of the stuff later on. Like the Pangea stuff.
Don't forget you can teleport.
Okay.
How? I don't remember. But that is a thing.
Okay. Need to block it away, so there's still enough fun. Which means not everything is opened up yet. Hey, look. Knowledge.
It's remarkably dusty in here, and the lighting is less than ideal. For a library, it's not that kind of place I want to do much reading in.
I'm absolutely shocked! How come?
Damnation!
They have all these books in here, and not one copy of any of my works!
Well, yeah. Why would they have comics in a library? Plus, most fanfics is just porn found by a bunch of amateurs.
What are you talking about, Toko?
Whoa.
You just don't get it. Not at all.
I do too get it. And with a face like yours, anyone can tell nothing you do is worthwhile.
Say whatever you want about me, but never judge a book by its author.
You know nothing.
Now hear this. Appearances mean nothing at all. What you see before is nothing more than the rind that contains the meaty pulp of my genius.
Here we go.
My creations are what determine my meaning and value.
You're so full of it.
I've been used to I'm used to being misunderstood. You think weak attacks like yours will drop my HP? You really act more like a fucking game character than
A
damn
human.
writer.
But I've
Yeah.
also met people who talk like that.
Those two really gonna
Gonna
work.
murder her.
It's gonna be one way or the other. I could see it going either way. The shelf is covered in dust, but on the shelf is a letter. What's this? Hope's Peak Academy?
Indeed.
It was buried under a thick layer of dust. It must have been sitting there for quite a while. Well, shall we see what's inside?
But we shouldn't read other people's mail without their permission.
Is that right?
What we shouldn't do is leave this here without finding out what's inside.
Okay. Broke the seal and
See
dusty.
if you read it.
Broke the seal in a dusty envelope and pulled out the single sheet of paper I found inside. I unfolded the paper and read what was there. From the Hope's Peak Academy Executive Office. Throughout the years, we've been committed to shaping the youth who will one day shape the world. We have a long, proud history. It's an institution of higher learning with full governmental support. Our graduates enter society ready to take on active leadership roles in every major field job. Yes. However, Hope's Peak Academy must now lower the curtain on its glorious history. For the time being. This decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. That being said, this is the end for now. And I would like to personally, sincerely thank everyone for your help and support over the years. For now, we are awaiting official governmental authorization to formally cease operations. What does this mean? The contents of this letter are quite interesting indeed.
It would seem Hope's Peak had stopped functioning as a school. And judging by the amount of dust the letter had collected, it doesn't seem to have happened recently. If I had to guess, I'd say this letter could be at least a year old.
So, you're saying Hope's Peak Academy closed down at least a year ago? Most likely, the mastermind took over the abandoned school in order to put on this little performance. But that would mean it was closed when I got here just a few days ago. But I didn't get that sense at all. Plus, if the school had shut down, don't you think it would have been on all the newspapers and stuff? You're saying it could have happened over a year ago, right? Before I got here, I looked up stuff online about the school. I never saw anything about this.
So, in other words,
that must have been that must have all been part of the mastermind's plan. They lured us all in here. Someone who created a place to judge and execute people who could potentially be capable of anything. Of course, that's all assuming that this letter is real.
However,
if it is real, though, that does solve one mystery surrounding the school. The reason there is no other students here could be because the school had already closed down.
That would be a nice, simple solution. It's true. But then, what about this other part? The decision was not an easy one to make, but serious issues beyond our control have made it necessary. But make no mistake, this is not the end for Hope's Peak Academy. We intend to reopen our doors as soon as the issues forcing our closure have been resolved. What do they mean by serious issues? That's apparently why the school had to close. Is there any connection between that and what's happening to us now?
now,
If the two events are in fact connected, uncovering that connection could be a useful clue on top of figuring out the mastermind's motive. Although I can't really say any more until we find more details.
So, in other words, only the mastermind knows the truth right now. The mastermind's motive. We can figure out why they would want to imprison all of us here. Will that be enough to get us out of here? Or... shelf is packed tight with books, but looking at it, the whole thing is incredibly dusty.
Incredibly?
Looks like this library's been neglected for a pretty long time. As nice as the school itself is, whoever's in charge of upkeep has been pretty lazy. Strange.
Heck, wait till you find out the secrets behind this. No, heck on, you're not gonna believe what happens. I could just spoil it right here and now.
You must be pretty happy to have all these books around, huh, Toko?
Not particularly. Nothing's really caught my attention so far.
Indeed. There's a plethora of books, it's true. Content seems lacking.
You know nothing!
Where's the comic books? Where's the young adult section?
Oh, we made a whole thing that there are comic books. Comic books? Oh, that stuff's a waste of time.
Yes, it's like, I don't think my college that I very briefly went to had comic books in its library. And again, I didn't fully pay attention.
I feel like mine did, but a very tiny section.
Yeah, it was probably one of those that very tiny sections. That I mainly looked for other books. I've seen what you write, Miss Fukawa. Talented as you are, your stuff isn't anymore worthwhile.
What the heck?
My stories are filled with true love and pure feelings. Don't compare them to that garbage of yours. Your writing doesn't even mean anything. It's just a bunch of jumbled letters. Someone should just burn it all.
Oh, the Lady Goth protests too much, methinks. I bet you're secretly into boy-on-boy action.
Oh, boy on boy. I don't care if it's an anime or comics or fanfic or whatever. It's all filth, throwaway culture that'll be trashed and forgotten in half a decade. Oh, just talking about it makes me sick to my stomach. I feel like I'm gonna throw up.
You've insulted me, and you've insulted my honor. These two are really starting to freak me out. I've never seen anything like it. Yeah, I wouldn't be surprised if one of those two ended up killing each other.
Dun dun dun. You turn your back 1 second and immediately one of them is dead.
It looks like a laptop. The laptop looks pretty old. And it's covered in dust. Is it that one with the little nib on it?
Yeah, no.
Yeah, the ThinkPad, that's what they were called.
So...
It's broken. I tried pressing the power button earlier, but nothing happened. It's broken, huh? Too bad. I was hoping I could use it to go online and see what's going on in the outside world. It's broken. There's nothing I can really do about it. It's a laptop. Is it really broken, or does it just have no charge? Hmm? Thick layer of dust on top of the desk. Looks like the library's been neglected for a few. In the store. It's some kind of archive. All I saw in there was stacks of old books and files. Can't imagine what business you would have in there. It's true, but I don't really have any reason to check it out.
Reality isn't everything. What is that picture?
Yeah.
One of the artists was just like, hey, so I could draw him like this. You know what? Let's keep it. Let's put it on a board. But we need
it was
something
just one of those
catchy.
shitpost pictures that they did, like, entirely as a joke. And they're just like,
Yeah.
you
and
know
then
what?
they're
We're
like,
putting this in the game.
and then they're like, okay, but what could the thing be? Reality isn't everything. Yeah, keep it.
That is really strange to have this entire hall just for a singular classroom.
It happens sometimes.
Just a second.
Hey, Makoto, guess what? Guess what I found? A pool! There's a pool here! A pool!
Stupid,
I like swim.
stupid.
I can't actually swim, but I like pool.
She's the swimmer.
I know. I know this.
You don't have to keep repeating me. I got it.
And there's a ton of exercise equipment in the locker room. Sakura's gonna go nuts when she finds out.
Yeah, you're right about that. Hina seems way more excited than usual.
The second floor has opened up. The living area has grown and the number of facilities is now available. Whatever else is going on, I must admit, things have been made much more comfortable for us.
Do you understand?
If things continue like this, the occasional class trial may not be so bad.
Hey, Chihiro, have you checked out the pool yet?
Pool? I heard pool. Are we talking about the pool?
No. I don't like wearing swimsuits.
Oh, baby.
Yeah, you do seem like the type who might not be into that kind of thing.
Baby.
Yeah, I could see why you may not be into the typical type of
Baby.
female swimsuits.
I'm telling you, you're gonna love the second game so much.
But still, it sounds like the locker rooms here have all the exercise equipment you could ask for. Maybe I'll give it a try. I'd kinda like to get a little stronger. You wanna get a little stronger? I have to say, it's kind of unexpected.
Yeah.
But I'm not even brave enough to step foot into the locker room. Huh? You don't even go into the locker room? It's not that I don't want to, it's just... I don't get it. Is she afraid of the locker rooms or something? That's a pretty weird phobia, though. Oh, it might have something to do with this. Is that a real gun? It's not like we're at war here. We need something like that here. Same kind of card reader? What is it for?
Repeat boop.
There are a bunch of different pool-related items on the shelf. And a coin.
That's how you pay to get into the pool.
Yeah. Looks like one of those lifesaver flotation donuts. And another coin. This is like, one of the YouTubers I watch, I'm on his Patreon, and he's doing a Patreon exclusive series currently of Lorelei and the Laser Eyes. And it's just like, in the most random places, there's just American dollars. And it's specified American because if I remember right, it's supposed to be set in Britain.
Ooh. Whoa. Weird.
Yeah. Yeah, it's a strange game, which also I just remembered, I don't think I did that new episode of it. I don't know if I watched this new episode on it. Yeah, the YouTuber is Aliens Rock. He's a puzzle and roguelike YouTuber. Used to be a Bloons TD YouTuber, but doesn't do that much anymore. Stories. Locker room?
This is the girls' locker room.
This is fine.
A true gentleman will respect our space, yes?
door is the locker room?
Yeah.
Oh, and I guess you need your handbook to get into the locker rooms.
Really?
Of course.
Really? If you want to unlock the locker room, you'll have to swipe your personal e-handbook across the card reader next to the door. However, to ensure maximum security within each locker room, only a boy's handbook can open the boys' locker, and same goes for the girls. And that's the bottom line. But what if someone opens the door and
But what if someone
sneaks
else
in?
opens the door and then someone else sneaks in?
It steals your line.
And it's me on the inside.
I think that's the worst one because I actually said the full line.
You said the entire thing and I just kept talking over you.
Yeah. Anyone who commits such indecency will be punished without mercy for their scandalous sexual depravity. See? There's a Gatling gun mounted on the ceiling, right? And it'll all be
Just a second.
I bet it really hurt to get shot by that thing. It's a Gatling gun, bro.
Yeah, duh.
I feel like it'd do more than hurt.
They're ripping through you, burning you, and whatever else it does shatters bones. So there'll be that too. Yeah, exactly, Chihiro. No, I think it'd be a little worse than that.
But what else? What happens if someone loans their handbook to someone else? A boy could borrow a girl's handbook, and that would get them into the girls' locker room, would it not?
What? That never even occurred to me. To think someone could be so low, so cowardly, so devilish. Okay, how does this sound? Time for a new rule. As the moment, loaning your e-handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. So nobody can give their handbooks to anyone else, right? You like that? I'm kind of a genius, right? It's because my brain is 100% cotton.
Honestly.
I do not imagine anyone would have lent their handbook out in the first place.
Is that okay?
After all, they would likely be held responsible for anything that person might do using the handbook.
So,
But, you seem awfully concerned with this all locker room security stuff.
Of course.
You all you teenagers are sex-crazed maniacs. You're at that age you'd try humping a plastic bottle. Shut up.
I mean, what?
So try to keep anything unseemly from happening. To maintain a rigorous watch.
Then, in that case, I would ask you to keep the same close eye in our dorms. If some man and some woman decided to share a room, there would be nothing to stop them.
All I care about is protecting the holy image of the school itself.
Disgusting.
I don't care what happens in your private dorms. By force or by cunning. Do whatever you want.
just the worst.
I hate you so much.
See ya later!
Okay, so the new regulation is now in place. See ya!
Man, that stupid bear totally ruined my mood. Maybe I'll take a dip to cheer myself up.
You got it.
Celeste, Chihiro, you want to come with me?
As for me,
There is nothing I hate more than getting water on my face.
I'm sorry.
Sorry, I'll pass this time.
How come? When you're in a funk, there's nothing better than a good swim to pull you out of it.
I'm pretty sure that only applies to you. Anyway, I now have a pretty idea what's on the second floor. I didn't see anything that might lead to any kind of exit or anything. All I can do now is hope someone else found something worthwhile. Okay, I better head back to the dining hall as soon as possible.
Listen to me!
Okay, ladies and gentlemen, how'd it go? Did anyone else discover anything interesting?
Yes, indeed.
There's a library.
Okay.
And pool, a freaking pool, and a locker room, and a pool, and it's filled with exercise equipment. Did I mention there's a pool?
Well,
There was not, however, anything resembling an escape route.
Yeah, she's right.
I see!
Well, hey, there's no reason to get all skulky. Wait till you hear about my amazing discovery. That there's a second floor, and a pool, and a library.
Did you know there's a pool? Oh my gosh, there's a pool, guys!
The warehouse and bathhouse on the first floor of the dorms are now open.
You hear me?
Yeah!
And the warehouse is chock full of food, clothes, whatever you want. There's so much, it's insane.
Can I put a pool in my room?
It's just like one of those like dog pools.
Yes, that's what she needs. She'll sleep in that thing.
So go ahead, stuff yourself to the gills whenever you feel like.
Are you okay with this?
Keep in mind, of course, that going out at nighttime is still prohibited. Please do not forget.
Yo.
Okay, and what about a fucking way out of here? Did you find anything like that? Oh, well,
What?
there wasn't anything in that warehouse we could use to get our asses out of here? Nothing? Unfortunately, no. Not that I saw.
Hey, come on.
You fucking people.
What?
Who gives a shit if we have a goddamn pool now? Or a warehouse? Or whatever the fuck?
Stop fucking
We're still
around.
trapped in this piece of shit school. We need to find a goddamn way out now. Yeah, but what about the sauna?
Now. There's no point in taking your anger out on us. Adaptation is the key, yes? For now, we must each find a way to enjoy our current situation.
You piece of...
Whatever you say. You fucking loon. For now, let's just continue our investigation. And let everyone know if you discover something.
So then,
So, are we done for today?
Yeah.
Well, yeah, I guess so. The air seems suddenly real heavy. Was this the mastermind's plan? To give us hope? Just to turn around and betray that hope? Okay.
Yep, we just looked at him.
Yeah.
This is a school announcement. It is now 10 p.m. As such, it is soon the doors to the dining hall will be locked. Okay then. Sweet dreams, everyone. Good night. Sleep tight. Don't let the bed bugs bite.
We all promised not to leave our dorm rooms during nighttime. Not much else to do, So I guess I'll just go to bed. Mr. Monokuma, do you have a second? Myself. I don't have any kind of skill or hobby I can say I'm super good at. My grades are totally average too. My reflexes are okay. Not great, not awful. I could get into a decent college where I'd make a few friends. Maybe even find a normal girlfriend. Which is exactly why I don't like who I am. I understand that now. My life is just one giant copy-paste. I don't have any imagination. I'm a perfectly average cardboard cutout.
You see what I mean, right, Mr. Monokuma?
Good morning, everyone! It is now 7 a.m. and nighttime is officially over. Time to rise and shine! Get ready to greet another beautiful day! Oh, that's right. I wanted to let you know that your e-handbooks have been updated. New regulations have been added, so please take a look and enjoy your school life more than ever before.
You must refer to yesterday. Loaning your EBA handbook to another student is strictly prohibited. Right now, I need to hurry up and head to breakfast. Point to leave it over tonight since I don't have much time, and I know you don't.
You gonna raid?
No.
Why not?
I just don't.
It's a good way to get people like share your name, share their name with people you like, stuff like that.
Yeah, but it's still something of just. I guess I don't like unless a lot of other people are raiding. I just don't. Like I did a little bit whenever I first started, but I just stopped.
I usually say if I'm over like 2, maybe 3 people, I'll raid. Because then it'll be like, here, I send you these people. And then also they're like, dang, here's a shout out because you seem pretty cool. And I'm like, oh, dang.
Yeah. Yeah, like if it's a big raid, then yeah, sometimes I'll end up raiding. Yeah, that I get earlier on in the stream, but yeah, normally I just don't. Anyway, thank y'all for joining stream, and I will see y'all Tuesday for who knows what. I haven't decided yet. So yeah, this is your captain signing